football in Brazil is a thing of the nation. It's a way that the nation likes to feel avenged. And Pele is a living embodiment, or was until a few hours ago, a living embodiment of that story. As a 9-year-old child, he watched his dad in tears, listening to the radio as Brazil lost the final of the 1950 World Cup to Uruguay. He promised his dad that he would put that situation right. 20 years later, Pele and Brazil had won the World Cup for the third time. Brazil was established as the country of football, the country of the beautiful game. And the World Cup was by then established as a habit every 4 years that the planet would have of getting together and sitting around for a month watching the football. All of that is much, much more the work of Pele than any other individual. A man born in poverty just 52 years after Brazil had abolished enslavement, who becomes, through the force of his own talent and determination and the democratic nature of the game itself, he became the undisputed king of the global game.
Tim, what did Pele mean to the Brazilian people?
He is by far, without doubt, the greatest diplomat that Brazil has ever produced. Through Pele, Brazil is recognized all across the world as the country that, at least for a few days, once every 4 years, it's the country that everyone wants to be. Pele is winning. Pele is winning in style. Pele is winning with style and happiness. Pele, an embodiment of the country of carnival, bringing the rhythm and the dance of carnival to the football field, an embodiment of the joy of physical expression that belongs to the entire world, but to Brazil more than anyone else.
Well, Tim, there's a presidential inauguration in Brazil coming up on Sunday. This is a big time of transition for the nation. And now this news that Pele has died. Talk to us more about just the moment in time for Brazil in this moment.
Well, it's politically a very, very polarized moment. Real security concerns in Brasilia. Far-right President Jair Bolsonaro leaving the scene. Not all of his supporters have accepted the result. On Saturday, a Bolsonaro supporter was arrested for attempting to plan a terrorist outrage. He was looking to explode a lorry full of explosives, take out the electricity supply and bring in a military intervention. In this deeply polarized climate, Pele represents a better Brazil, a unified Brazil, a Brazil where that famous yellow shirt doesn't represent one political stratum, it represents the entire country. So you hope that even those who haven't accepted the results of the election on October the 30th can, for the legacy of Pele, keep quiet, accept the peaceful transition of power. And the peaceful transition of power is the test of any democracy as a mark of respect to the great Pele, who now leaves the scene.